Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
If Cody doesn't get an answer from the exchange student application soon, I'm going to waste away.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have a plague of locusts than Cody in the full throes of one of her anxiety attacks.
Is that what she's calling them now?
I'll call in at the shops on the way home from the hospital, and then maybe we'll hide everything.
Yeah, well, I can't do a day's work on an empty stomach. Maybe I can scrounge breakfast off Joe. I've got to see him about a job anyway.
You know, Doug, I'm not too sure now about the prospect of Cody going overseas. I mean, well, I know it's a marvellous opportunity for kids and everything, but... well, with Brad in trouble...
We really don't know if he is in trouble. It could be a simple bureaucratic mix-up. You know Brad. He could turn a lost passport into an international incident.
Yeah, but surely he would have rung.
Well, maybe it's not that easy. He's in a strange country, doesn't speak the language. Look, I'll keep trying the Department of Foreign Affairs. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. Try not to worry. Huh?
Dad, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it can't have been that bad, Todd.
It's only the worst night of my entire life.
What do you think?
G'day, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Not interrupting breakfast, am I?
No, we're all done.
Oh. Morning, Melanie.
Hi, Doug.
G'day, Tiger. How are you?
Hi.
Oh, what's eating you?
Women problems.
Oh, I can relate to that. You need an expert to talk to?
Go on, mate.
Okay, this girl Sarah asked me to the pizza place the other night. I thought I was finally going to be alone with her, but then her whole family turned up on our first date.
Oh, Toby, that's not so bad.
I had to sit between Mrs. Livingston and Sarah's little brother, and he's gross. Sarah sat on the other side of the table, and we hardly talked to each other for the whole night.
Oh, sounds pretty awful.
It was. At least you could have warned me what I was in for.
Can't trust anybody, mate. Look, maybe Sarah's parents just want to check you over, make sure they can trust you with her.
Maybe.
And don't worry, Toby, you're going to see Sarah on her own at school today.
I suppose so. I'm going over to Granddad's. There's a new kid at school. He wants to join Scouts.
Yeah? Well, you can't go to Granddad's because he's, not home.
Well, where is he?
He's in hospital, mate. He's, having some tests.
Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, he's just feeling a bit off colour, you know, like they put him in for a service, you know.
Oh, so he's not really sick, is he?
No. Look, I always say about Harry, there's nothing wrong with him that a good steak wouldn't fix.
Okay, well, I better get going. Bye.
Bye,
See you.
Todd.
See
Have a
you,
good
mate.
day.
What's this about Harold?
Mate, he's had a heart attack. He's in intensive care. Tried to get in last night, but they're not allowing visitors apart from Madge. She's been there all night.
Crikey.
I'm going over there now.
Well, how bad is it?
As bad as it could be, mate.
Joe!
Oh,
What are you doing here?
you don't know where old Harry is, do you? He had a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's touch and go.
When?
Last night. Don't know where he is, do you?
Well, he would probably be in intensive care, but I don't think I let you see him.
Joe, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you they'll only allow immediate family in the room. Hello, Pam.
Madge, I'm so sorry. Is he all right?
Well, I don't know. They won't really tell me anything. I just keep getting this feeling that things are worse than they're letting on.
Well, I'll see what I can find out for you. Get back to you.
Thanks, love. Thanks for coming, Joe.
Oh, look, he's not a bad old stick, is he? How are you holding up?
Oh, I just haven't had any sleep last night, that's all.
What, you didn't go home at all?
No, I stayed here. But the nursing staff were great. They found a bed for me to lie down on.
Have you eaten?
No, I don't want to eat.
Well, I'm going to get you something.
No, Joe, please, really, I don't want anything. I was thinking about that row I had with Harold over Willow Carpenter.
Yeah, well, I don't reckon that had anything to do with it.
You didn't see how angry he was.
Madge, you've either got a crook ticker or you haven't. Now, if you're due for a heart attack, you're going to have one. Don't you go blaming yourself.
Harold's not that much older than me. He's such a health nut. Vegetarian, non-smoker. If it can happen to him, it can happen to anyone.
Yes, but he is a bit overweight, and he is inclined to become stressed under pressure.
How's Madge coping?
You know Madge. She always copes.
Anyway, I didn't come to discuss that. I want to talk about Michael's bucks party.
All right.
Yeah, so I need to start getting things organised. Who's coming to the wedding? What about Scott and Matt? Matt coming?
Darling, there's been a change of plan. We've decided to have a much smaller wedding. In fact, we've booked the church for next week.
Yeah, but
I've already spoken to Julie and Scott, and they understand. I mean, neither of them can afford the time and the expense to come here.
Nothing to do with me. Her idea.
Oh, seeing it's going to be a quiet affair, there's probably no need for a bucks party. Well, looking back on some of the escapades at previous bucks nights in Ramsay Street,
No, Gran, you don't have to worry. This is not going to be anything wild. It's just a nice, quiet, sedate evening. Just something to prepare him for married life.
You can't dispense with a bucks party. It's tradition.
All right, but watch yourselves.
So, what plans have you got for the reception then?
Oh, I thought a small, informal gathering out in the garden. Oh, we could hire a marquee if the weather looks bad. And Lucy can help me with the food.
Gran, there's no way that you're going to be preparing the food for your own wedding.
Absolutely not. I won't hear of it.
No, Lassiter's will take care of all the catering details, and I won't have any argument. Gran, this is your special day. All you have to do is turn up and enjoy every minute of it.
Brought you this. Oh, drink it. That's an order. I put my head in on Harold, and he's pretty stable at the moment, so don't worry, Madge. He's in good hands. Thanks, Pam.
What are you going to do about the coffee shop?
Oh, my God, I'd completely forgotten about it. Oh, look, it'll just have to stay shut. I'm not leaving here.
Well, I'd help out if I could, but...
No, you got too much on your hands. Here, give us the keys. I'll look after it for you.
Oh, Joe, you can't just drop everything and take over.
Yes, I can. Things are a bit quiet in the garden line at the moment.
But you don't even know what to do.
I can make a singer. What else do I need to know?
Heaps. But don't worry. I'll help out where I can, even if it's just to put my 2 cents worth in.
There we go.
Oh, thanks, both of you. Everybody's been so kind.
Cut that out. Drink your tea.
But you said you'd at least think about the alternative Aussie Ironman competition.
I have thought about it. It's not really the right image for Lassiter's.
Well, I'll think of something else then.
You do that.
Hi, Joe. How's Harold?
Oh, he's still critical. Madge is at the hospital and I've offered to take over the coffee shop.
You?
Yeah. Well, the garden business, it's pretty slow this time of year, so
But you can't do it on your own, not when you've never done it before.
Well, I figured that Gemma could give me a hand. Just having trouble tracking her down.
Well, maybe I could help. I'm sure Paul would give me time off under the circumstances.
Yeah. G'day, Paul.
Oh, Joe. Any news on Harold?
He's still in a pretty bad way.
And while Madge is at the hospital, Joe's going to run the coffee shop. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I guess so, as long as you know what you're doing.
Well, I was wondering whether maybe you'd give me a bit of time off so I could help out just during the peak times.
Oh, sure, and what am I supposed to do for a secretary, eh?
Well, maybe you could get someone from reception, or maybe even answer your own phone yourself.
I'm sorry, Melanie, but there's no way that I'm going to let you...
It's all right, Mel. I'll look after this. Could you step outside for a moment, thanks? Close the door on your way out.
Oh, okay.
Now, listen, Joe, there's no way you're
No,
going
I'm
to talk
sorry,
around...
Paul. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop you here. A lot of people don't seem to realise that honest working blokes like me, Paul, gardeners, handymen, often take great pride in their work. As much pride as the great painters, sculptors.
Ah, the cradle.
Yes. It's very hard, Paul, very hard. Watching somebody else take credit for one of your own creations. It's like denying your own son, daughter.
Yeah, are you saying that you tell Chrissy?
Oh, no. Only if I thought you weren't being grateful.
Okay, all right, you win. You've got Melanie. Oh, she's all yours.
I knew you'd understand, Paul.
To tell the truth, I'm glad to get out of the office for a while. Paul has really been giving me the pip. He has knocked every one of my promotional ideas. Sometimes I think that he just doesn't want to admit that anyone else is capable of thinking, you know?
Give him time. A few days he'll be claiming your ideas his anyway.
Oh, I don't think he'd do that. He usually gives credit where it's due.
Ah, it's good to know he's not all bad.
Well. Are you two the best they can do in an emergency?
Fair go, Doug. A bloke does a bloke a good turn. What, you going to rubbish him?
Oh, sorry, mate. I was just trying for a few laughs.
Any Any news on Brad?
No, nothing. Foreign Affairs reckon they're doing everything they can, but they're hitting their heads against a brick wall at the other end. At least that's what they say.
Flaming bureaucrats need a bomb under them.
Hey, I think Paul had some kind of contact in Foreign Affairs. I know that he was able to pull a few strings with visas and stuff like that when Isabella came over here.
Well, do you think he might be able to get a few straight answers for me?
Joe, why don't you have a word with him? You obviously know how to get around Paul, judging by this morning.
I think I've already had all my favours from Paul. I shouldn't push it. Why not just try myself, mate?
Sure. I'm desperate enough to try anything at this stage.
Sorry it's taken me so long to get back to you, mate, but he's been having a lot of tests and it took me a while to track down the doctor.
Not more tests?
Oh, just the standard sort of thing. But it's all very technical, so the doctor from the cardiac unit will be along soon to explain it all to you.
What makes it so serious?
But in layman's language, the crisis is over. He's regained consciousness and he wants to speak to you.
You mean he's all right?
Absolutely. I mean, you'll probably have to stay in intensive care for a while longer just to be constantly monitored, but the worst's over.
Oh, thank God.
And I suggest that after you've seen him, you go home and have a rest. You look exhausted. And he won't be up to a long visit.
Well, I may be tired, but at the moment I think I could jump over the moon.
Come in.
Paul?
Oh, good day, Doug. Good to see you, mate.
Oh, thanks.
I've been meaning to catch up with you about progress on the guest house. How's it coming along?
Well, no major problems, though I have to admit this business with Brad hasn't given me much time to think about anything else.
Yeah, of course.
In fact, that's the reason I've come to see you. I hope you don't think I'm being presumptuous.
No, what is it?
I want to ask you a favour.
Ask away.
Well, Melanie seems to think you might know someone who could possibly give things a bit of a rattle on. Look, I wouldn't ask you, but we haven't heard anything. And Pam's nearly frantic with worry.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Look, there is somebody. A mate of mine works for Foreign Affairs. Now, he's got a direct line to the minister, so he's usually able to find out what's happening.
Well, that sounds promising. I'd appreciate anything you could do.
Yeah, all right, we'll leave it with me, okay?
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, if he keeps going at this rate, Madge, he'll be doing laps of the ward soon.
Oh, I don't think he'll be doing any laps for a while. You've got to learn to take it easy.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of him when he comes home. Sister Willis will be over regularly to make sure he's following doctor's orders.
Oh, thanks, Pam. We appreciate that.
Now, why don't you take my advice and go home for some rest?
I will soon.
See you later, Harold.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pam. You comfortable? Can I get you anything? Oh, Harold, I'm so sorry for upsetting you over Luke Carpenter. If I'd known what the consequences would be, I would have shut up. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course I forgive you. I shouldn't have let it upset me so much.
I phoned last night and cancelled the visit.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. Was he very annoyed?
I don't know. Frankly, I couldn't care less. You're all that matters to me. And when I get you home, I am going to look after you properly. You just see if I don't.
Thank goodness the crisis is over.
Yeah, I'm pleased to hear it. Will Harold get out of hospital in time to come to the wedding?
Well, Madge said he'd be in for another 10 or 14 days, so I don't think that's likely.
I ran into Dorothy at lunchtime. She has organised a great hens party for you.
Yes, well, considering some of the places that Dorothy has taken me in the past, the mind boggles.
Yeah, you got a point there. I wouldn't mind betting that Dorothy could organise a bash that would put most Bucks nights to shame.
You know, Michael and I finalised our honeymoon plans today. All that remains to be done is for him to do the booking. Firstly, we are going to spend a week cruising the Greek islands. And then we're going to spend a week in Italy exploring all those wonderful, wonderful galleries. And then I thought we might like to stop over in London to see Nick before we go over to New York to spend a week or two with Rosemary.
Oh, who was the spoilt one then?
Aren't I? As a matter of fact, I feel slightly guilty about the expense. I would have been just as content with a considerably less lavish affair.
Don't be silly. If Michael wants to spoil you, you should let him. It's no more than you deserve. Yeah. How long are you going to be away for?
Oh, just over a month. I think I might leave moving into Michael's house until we get back.
We're going to miss you, you know that.
I'm going to miss you all, too. Will you be able to cope, Jim? I mean, I've been in charge of this family for the past 18 years.
And now you're getting time off for good behaviour. I'm not saying that your leaving won't leave a great big hole in our family life. It will. This place will never seem the same without you. But we'll manage. We will.
Yes, well, that won't stop me from worrying about you.
Well, there's no need. The kids are almost old enough to leave the nest, and they can look after themselves.
Hopefully.
It's time you started to think about your own happiness. You are happy, aren't you?
Yes, I think I'm probably happier than I've ever been.
Okay.
Oh, hi. Kettle's on. Would you like a coffee?
No, thanks. No.
Managed to find out anything?
Yeah, a little. Look, the good news is Brad appears to be safe and well.
Oh.
Right, what's the story? Is he still being detained?
Yes, so it seems. Look, he's in jail.
Jail?
Yeah, but there's no need to suspect that he's being mistreated or anything.
But why? I mean, what's he done?
Well, look, Andrew, this mate of mine, he suggested that you give this guy a ring. He's apparently been talking to the police in Bahgee.
Does he know what it's all about?
Well, no, not exactly. Well, put it this way, he wasn't keen to talk about it.
Well, at least that's a start. Now maybe we can get down to doing something about this mess.
Well, good luck, eh?
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Bye.
I didn't expect to see you back so soon.
Oh, well, I couldn't rest, so I had a shower and changed and came straight back.
Yes, well, you mustn't tire yourself out, love. Still, I'm glad you decided to come.
Are you sleepy? Would you rather I left?
No. I'm a little tired, but I do want to talk.
You need to get plenty of rest.
Love, did they tell you that my heart actually stopped beating?
Well, I knew it was close, but you survived. That's the main thing.
The point is, for those few moments, I was technically dead.
Harold, I don't think you should dwell on that.
No, Madge, it was wonderful. I remember it so vividly. It was like I was floating. I could see myself lying on the floor, and Dorothy was leaning over me saying, live.
You sure you didn't dream it?
No, I was dead. But I could see her. And I knew she was right. I knew I had to live. So I came back.
What do you mean you knew she was right? Are you saying that you made a decision not to die?
Yes. I knew I couldn't leave you alone. So I came back.
There goes one for you, and one for you.
Thank you.
You weren't too sure you'd be bringing partners.
Oh, well, I don't have anyone to bring to you.
No, looks like we're stuck with each other again.
Oh, since you put it so nicely, I'd be delighted.
Well, at least that's settled. I'm organising a bit of a buck's turn. I can count on your attendance.
Goes without saying, mate.
It's all a bit rushed, really. Not too sure how many people will be coming. Charles, Michael's best man, he can't arrive until the morning of the wedding, so he's definitely out.
What do you got planned, anyway?
I have a few ideas in mind.
Well, if you need a hand, I'm the expert.
Hi, Todd. Hi, Melanie.
G'day, Toby. How'd it go at school today? How'd you get on with Sarah?
Sarah's ancient history. There's a new girl in her class. Her name's Candy. She's really hot.
Talk about women being fickle.
Anyway, at lunchtime, she started to hang around with me and ask me all these questions about what I do on the weekend and all that kind of junk. I'm definitely, well, maybe in with a chance, don't you reckon?
Oh, sure. Are you going to ask her out?
I think I just might.
Because he was expecting my call. Doug Willis. Blast.
Do you think they're deliberately giving us the runaround?
I don't know. He certainly doesn't want to talk to me, that's for sure.
I got the impression Paul knew more than he was letting on. You don't think...
Yes, it's Doug Willis, Brad's father. There must be some mistake. So what do we do in the meantime? All right. We'll wait for your call.
What is it? What's happened?
They found drugs in Brad's suitcase. He's in jail, charged with drug smuggling.